So, hi everyone. Yeah, this is going to be pretty short. So let me see if this is recording. Yeah, this is going to be pretty short. I'm just going to go through the anime awards. Uh, I didn't actually know that it happened yesterday or this morning, rather. I guess. So we're just going to skip through it. I think I'm going to skip the voice acting stuff. I did it in a previous recording already, and I said that I was okay with the choices given anyway. So I don't really have much to say about that. So I guess we can go back to the best ending sequence, in which you see one of the first scams here. Now, Solo Leveling is a super popular anime. Yeah, possibly the most popular anime of last year alongside Dan, which is also nominated here. However, objectively, the best opening of the year was Burning by Oshinoko. Oshinoko Season 2, I have said before that I wasn't a big fan of Oshinoko Season 2 compared to Season 1 of Oshinoko, but despite that, I know the qualities of the opening and the ending of Oshinoko. I don't think he ever dropped, and it certainly didn't drop this year. I think Burning is even better than Mephisto from last year, and I can't believe that they didn't manage to win this award. I think that's pretty disappointing. Now, this one is even worse, if you ask me. Otonoke from Oshinoko and Mephisto, Otonoke from Dandadan rather. Listen, when I first saw that opening, I was pleasantly surprised, right? Otonoke is really good. The colors are good, the animation is good. Of course, since it's creepy nuts, the music was also pretty good. However, pretty much these three over here absolutely deserved it more in every way. Fatal, of course, had that Oshinoko tank. It was beautifully animated, and the music was also objective. Well, in my opinion, it was better than Osinoki, rather. Bling Bang Bang Born was the best anime song of last year. Yeah, and it wasn't even close. Without this song, I wouldn't have found out about Mashu. I wouldn't even have cared about Mashu. And because of this song, I ended up watching both seasons of Mashu back to back, which is a decent anime at that. But Bling Bang Bang Born is the only reason why Mashu became at least semi-relevant. So I feel like it deserved to win. My personal winner here was Us for One Piece. I don't think you truly understand how much I rate this opening compared to other people. Without Us, I wouldn't have started One Piece. Yeah. I saw that opening without any previous knowledge of One Piece at all. And I watched Us and then I said to myself, so this is why people like One Piece. Yeah. I don't think any opening is quite as unique as Us in the way that it captures the absolute vibe that is One Piece. This is just One Piece incarnate. Yeah, in my opinion, this is also the best One Piece opening. This is like one of my personal top 10 openings of all time. I cannot believe I was robbed in this type of manner. And not again, not to the service also okay. It's a fantastic, fantastic opening. Yeah, but these three were just significantly better. Moving on, uh, I guess we can do anime song next. You're joking, kidding me. This is the anime song of the year. This right here, Bling Bang Bang Born was the most popular anime song of last year. It got the trends, it got the dance videos, it got everything. It was that anime song of the year. It was the idol of the year. Otonoke is good, yeah, but nobody knows Dandadan for the song. Nobody knows Dandadan for Otonoke. People know the only reason people know Marshall is for Bling Bang Bang Boom, and I think that is a significantly better song. No, no, no. Yeah, I keep on forgetting. Yeah, music is subjective. I keep on saying I think. In my opinion, Bring Bang Bang is a significantly better song. I don't think it's close either, and I think it was very much robbed in this category as well. We can go to best score, which went to solo leveling. I was surprised. That's surprising. I put Dandadan as my winner here, uh, but yeah, popularity and all of that, so we can just ignore that. I feel like I have a good feeling that solo leveling is going to win anime of the year with all of these awards that it's robbing. Either that or Dandadan. They're just robbing some awards here. Of course, the industry plant won the industry plant award. No, nothing to see here. Uh, Best supporting character. Fern, yeah, this was the person I picked. I'm pretty happy to see her win. I think she completely deserves it. Um, Out of all of the characters here, I think she was the best written. I think she was the most realistic. Uh, I don't know about, I don't know what Psycho of all people to get nominated. Not even like the pink haired girl or something. He nominated the granny, I'm sure. But I think this was the correct winner here. I'll give credit. Absolutely. Main character. Whoa, shocking. The most bitch basic main character is the one that won here. Who would have thought? I like how they managed to stop both of the Dandanan protagonists here. But hey, of course, this is the winner. Yeah, I think we all know that Firen is the justified winner of this award. This is like objectively the worst winner here. And I don't feel bad saying that. Not even in my opinion, this is objectively the worst written character here. And I mean no offense to the writers of Solo Leveling. Obviously, uh, create stuff that miles better than what I could do, but this is objectively the worst written character here. And this is just further proof of the popularity bias that anime like this have. We can move on to Slice of Life. And hey, well, the one I voted for, Makinen. Makinen is a fantastic show, and I'm hoping they also won the romance category as well. I talked about choosing between these three, and I said between these three, I'd rather choose Makinen. I think Dangers in My Heart was really close. The second season is like one of the biggest step ups in any romance anime since Tagaki-san season 3. This second season of Dangers in My Heart is fantastic. But I think Makinen is just unique in the way that he does things. I think Makinen is the deserved winner here, so I'll give it props. Moving on to drama. Hey, that's something. Something. I gave this award to Pluto, I think. And I gave a lot of props to Dead Demons, DDD, Destruction. That's a DDDD Destruction. I gave props to both of these shows. I picked Pluto here because I assumed that Frieren was going to sweep most categories, which was rather foolish of me. I kind of overestimated the anime community and how good they are at voting for anything, really. I picked Pluto, but Frieren is obviously the best show here, so I guess it's justified why it wins. Um, Moving on, I did best drama. Okay, Isekai. I know which one I picked, and I know it's definitely not going to win. Yeah, yeah. This is like the expected winner here. Obviously, I voted Konosuba. Obviously, Konosuba was my personal anime of the year, but that's just because of how much I love Konosuba personally. I think objectively, ReZero is probably the best isekai of all time. I don't think there's much argument to be had. As much as I love Mushoku Tensei, uh, I think this is extremely deserving of this Isekai Anime Award. Uh, not really much, not much to argue about. I would have preferred Konosuba, but this is the correct winner. Yeah, that's what we'll say. Moving on to action, I'm assuming solo definite. I'm not even going to dwell on this one. Moving on to comedy. There we go. Mashu, that's surprising. I'm just happy that Nokotan didn't win. That is really surprising. That Masho won this one because um, it's not that funny. But hey, my personal answer was Konosuba. Masho seems like a justifiable enough answer, to be honest, because Delicious in Dungeon may be true, but it's not really completely comedy, so to say. My dear friend Nokotan is outright unfunny and does not deserve the award. I didn't really like Ranma, but everyone else seems to. So I'm sure this would have also been a justified winner. Spy Family season two, and that was a really long time ago. I don't remember it being that funny. I just remember having a lot of fun with it because it's Spy Family. Of course, you're going to have a lot of fun with Spy Family, but him, Mashu winning over Konosuba. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. To be honest with you. Moving on to romance. Oh, I'm quite excited to click on this one. And no, I need a moment. If Blue Box has zero haters in the world, it means that I am there, and I do not like Blue Box at all. However, to say that it didn't deserve this award would be simply unfair. Blue Box has some amazing production value, of course. Blue Box has very well written characters. Blue Box has like a pretty realistic outview on romance as a whole. Blue Box is great. Blue Box is great overall. I hate Blue Box. Hate it. I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about this man. I feel like these two were like the quintessential romance stuff of last year, and I feel like them not winning is pretty saddening, to be honest with you. Because Makinen was fantastic. This was my pick, if I remember. I don't even know why this was nominated here, but Makinen was fantastic, and you just saw how much I glazed Dangers in My Heart season two. But I guess Blue Box as winner makes sense a little bit. Yeah, it hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts. Uh, God, God, I don't even feel like continuing the video. Best background art, Furen, yeah. Not much to say here. Completely deserved winner. Furen, everything about Furen just combines together to make like a masterpiece of an anime. Furen is beautiful. Best director, I don't remember who I picked here. Oh yeah, I picked Megumi um, for One Piece fan letter. One Piece fan letter is one of the most beautiful things I've seen. Oh yeah, and it's surprising that he didn't that this person didn't win the award. I think One Piece fan letter was perfect for what he was going for. Yeah, it's quite literally a One Piece fan letter to One Piece, uh, what it's done for for a lot of people, the influence it's had on a lot of people, and I think they managed to convey all of that perfectly. I think this tiny little special deserves a lot more props than it got because I saw people talk about it, yeah, but it just kind of faded away somehow. I think personally that One Piece fan letter probably should have won this, but um, anything to give you and more awards, if you ask me. I guess if I were to pick anyone else to win this, it would probably be the director for Furen because again, perfect show. But moving on, uh, character design. Okay, yeah, sure. I had a um, I had a bit of trouble choosing between these three when I was going through them. I ended up going with Delicious in Dungeon, if I remember correctly. Oh no, I think I switched over to Dandadan. Dan, whatever happens, Dandadan definitely deserves this award. I think yeah, it also shows in the opening animation as well. The fact that these characters are just really pretty to look at. I think it helps the aesthetic of Dandadan, the fact that all of the characters and all of the monsters, everything just looks good in Dandadan. And the aesthetic to me is the main thing that people love about the show. And the character design definitely helps that. And I think Dandadan fully deserves that. I think we'll do best new series now. I think we'll do best original anime, which went to Ninja Kamui. Out of all of these, I only watched Girls Band Cry, so I don't know if I can give my a good opinion on this. But congratulations to the people who do like this one. Good for them. Best animation, I saw on my life, is going to be Solo Leveling. It's going to be. Sure. Just lay it on me. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, okay. Demon Slayer. You love to see it. I'm pretty sure they just own this category at this point. Even when not much stuff happens, like this season was possibly the most nothing. Not to say that it was bad. I loved Demon Slayer, but this season was probably the most nothing when it came to the action, and yet it still won the animation for the little animation that was there. I think Demon Slayer most people say Demon Slayer is carried by animation. I don't agree with that at all. I think Demon Slayer as a whole is just meant to be a fun package. You sit down, you watch it. Demon Slayer is like a quintessential beginner anime. Yeah, but yeah. It's good for them to win this award. Solo Leveling actually would have made sense here, but I think Demon Slayer definitely deserves this award overall. I swear I skipped something. Yeah, it was best continuing series. MHA? Nope. Also Demon Slayer. Sure. I don't really have much to say about that. I picked MHA purely out of bias, to be honest with you. I'm sure this final season is going to be fantastic. Personally, I probably would have gone with Spy Family or One Piece because One Piece, I don't know how would they do it. I'm not up to date on the One Piece anime. I'm actually quite far away, but whenever I see clips online for One Piece, it always looks so fantastic, and I'm like, how come Dragon Ball never looked like this? How come Naruto never looked like this? I'm pretty sure Bleach Thousand Year Door. It's not Paper Man. I'm pretty sure Bleach Thousand Year Blood War also looked fantastic. But I haven't seen anything about that because I don't care about Bleach at all. But One Piece, yeah, every time I see One Piece online, it always looks fantastic. Personally, I would have given this to Spy Family because it's Spy Family. It's fantastic anime. But sure, we're down to our final two, the anime of the year and the film of the year. And this is the Look Back Award, I assume. So, wow, whoa, not surprising. Look Back won. Really? Come on. Who the hell was going to beat Look Back? It's not even close. And here comes the defining moment. Anime of the year. I picked. Okay, we can hear my opinions about it later, but please don't let it be solo leveling. Please don't let it be solo leveling. Please. I see. When I see awards like this, it makes me realize something. Yeah, it puts this opinion in my mind. It makes me realize something. It makes me realize why the fuck am I listening to the Crunchyroll Anime Awards? Why the fuck am I listening to an awards show that is decided by votes? Hmm? Out of every anime here, Maybe except for this one, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched this one either. Out of every anime here, this is the worst one. It's not close. Yeah. Solo Leveling, fantastic aesthetically, great animation, great action, fantastic. It loses in everything else. I think they missed a golden opportunity here to award possibly one of the greatest anime of all time. I don't even like Frieren that much personally. Like, there's a difference between how I view an anime objectively and how I enjoy an anime. In terms of objectively, I think Frieren is definitely one of the best I've ever watched. In terms of how much I personally enjoyed it, not really. B tier at most. Yeah. I enjoyed Dandadan more when I was watching it. I enjoyed Delicious in Dungeon slightly less, but I also enjoyed that. But Freegan was like a B tier to me. My tiers go all the way down to F, so B isn't bad at all. Um, B is actually quite good when it comes to how much I enjoy the show. It's just, at A and above pretty much start going into stuff that I adore, stuff that I love. So that I couldn't, I felt like I didn't enjoy Furen that much. Regardless, this was the anime of the year. I don't know what goes through the heads of anime fans. I don't know what the decision making is when you're voting. Do you just see which one there is your favorite and you just click it and you just go on with your life? And I guess that's the entire point of a voting system. Who the hell is going to be objective in a voting system? It's not like everyone is. Uh, God, it's so infuriating, man. Ah, leaving me a bit speechless here. In general, yeah, this is the same thing that happened last year as well with Jujutsu Kaisen. It robbed Reigen from side character. Of course, they gave it to Gojo because he's fucking Gojo. It robbed Oshinoko from Idol winning best opening and best ending, if I remember correctly. It robbed uh, Vineland Saga season two from anime of the year as a whole. Oh, it got Mob Psycho. That was my personal pick. I loved Mob Psycho season three, masterpiece of an anime. Crunchyroll Anime Awards is not an award ceremony that you as an individual should take seriously when it comes to rating anime because you're not going to get anything objective. You're not going to get anything correct. You're just going to get something that is popular. The winners of each category is just going to be the most popular one, especially in categories as important as the anime of the year. I think this is. I don't want to like overreact, but this is an absolute travesty of a vote right here. I don't know what universe Solo Leveling deserved anime of the year, but I don't think I want to live in it at all. But regardless, nothing I can do. It's a voting decision, and you vote and you get your answer. That's about it, really. What do you think about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards? Do you think they were as stupid as I think they were? I hope so, because if not, you probably know nothing about anything, really. I don't know how often I'm going to keep on making videos like this. I don't know how often I want to post. Hell, I don't even know what I would post about because I'm not skilled enough at editing to start doing long form anime reviews like I really want to. I don't know how to deal with the copyright stuff for that. I don't know how to deal with the gathering clips and stuff like that. I wish I did. Uh, I would love to learn how to edit videos like that so that I can finally start reviewing anime. But if you want to see some opinions on stuff that I'm watching, those opinions are not objective like this video. They are opinionated, my personal feelings. If you want to see my personal feelings about some anime that I've watched this year, you can go on over to my Instagram. To be linked in the video, and you can go ahead and check my latest three posts. I released my every anime that I've watched in a month, and you can check what I think about them in the alt text. So if you go on over to my Instagram, you can see that. But I think that's going to be it for the video. Uh, Crunchyroll Anime Awards suck, and this is Super Moye signing out.